This is a full R.E.P.O guide where I will explain every ranged weapon in detail. I'm going to show you each weapon in depth, their exact damage, rank them and tell you which ones are worth it. We will also see the best techniques and strategies with each weapon. I will even show you the best tricks to reach the highest levels on R.E.P.O, so let's begin. So there are three different categories of weapons, which are the firearm, the melee, and the free weapons. In this video I will only talk about the firearm or the ranged weapons, but I'm creating more guides where I will show you every single weapon in detail, even including explosives and traps. So before explaining every weapon in detail, you will need to understand some things and some mechanics of the game. So firstly, all the weapons, including the melee ones, will consume energy, which is this yellow thing that looks like a battery right above the hotbar. Those yellow bars that the weapon has will help you know the amount of uses they have. So for example, this gun has 5 yellow bars and will consume 1 for each shot, but the trunk gun will consume 2 energy bars for each shot, so you can only shoot 3 times with full energy. There is currently a glitch to have infinite ammo, which I'm going to teach you in a few seconds. If you want to reload, this will consume energy. You will always have some energy by default when you start your game, but to get energy you should buy energy crystals or energy drones at the shop. After you buy an energy crystal, which is usually around 8000, it will appear at the energy station at the track right here. This bar will show you the amount of energy you have at the station. So if you place your weapon right here, it will automatically reload the energy to its full amount and it will consume some energy from the station. If you prefer to use energy drones instead, you can buy them at the shop as well. Those are the cheapest drones available in the game. They have a price of around 5000, but they will provide less energy. The main advantage of those drones is that you can bring them with you in your inventory, so you don't need to go back to your truck if you want to recharge your weapons. Basically, those drones are a must buy. It's very important to buy them, so I basically get them on every game and everyone does, so it's highly recommended. To use the drone, you just need to activate it with E and put the weapon you want to reload in your hand or drop it. This will drain the drone's battery and reload the energy to your weapon. You can always recharge your drone at the energy station, just like I showed you with the guns earlier. So now currently there is an infinite ammo glitch that works for the normal gun, the trunk gun and the shotgun as far as I know. So basically it's for all ranged weapons. This way you won't need to reload and you will have infinite bullets for all those weapons. All you need to do is use a battery drone only for a second on your empty gun. So just activate the drone and when you see the first half bar, quickly deactivate the drone. Now the weapon energy will appear as empty, but you can use it as many times as you want. So basically, even if it looks like it doesn't have any ammo or any battery, you can shoot as many times as you want, and this is very useful to fight against monsters and save a lot of money on energy crystals and reloads. Another thing about weapons is that just like almost every item, the price will change each time you go to the shop, but it's always between a very small price range. So for example, you might find a shotgun for 82,000 at the shop, and then find it at a more expensive price the next time you try to buy it. So the prices I'm going to say on each weapon is only an estimation. Sometimes it will be cheaper and sometimes it will be more expensive. All weapons are permanent, which means that once you buy a weapon, you will always keep it. It doesn't matter if you die, lose it or anything. It will always spawn at the track at the next level. Just a quick break, I want to let you know that 99% of you are not subscribed yet and it will really mean a lot to me. So it just takes one click and it will help me a lot. I will be uploading a lot of tutorials and guides about R.E.P.O, so don't forget to subscribe if you find my videos useful. Now, finally, let's start explaining all the weapons one by one. So, firstly, I want to warn you that if you drop a ranged gun, it can be triggered if it touches the floor and you can die because of that. So you should be very careful, especially with the handgun. So let's start with the first one, the handgun, which costs around 45,000. The gun is the best one at long range, which doesn't mean it's recommended for long range. This is because all ranged weapons have bullet spread, which means that the bullet won't go exactly where you are aiming at. This spread is bigger depending on how far away you are from the target. It kills almost all enemies in 2 shots and can fire 6 bullets before needing to reload. I have a mod to see the enemy's health bar right now. I will leave the tutorial in the description below if you want to download it as well. So thanks to this mod, we can see the gun deals 100 damage. This weapon is not a bad option if you have a lot of money. However, I will not prioritize it if you are short on money. If you don't have too much cash yet, or if you are thinking about buying upgrades or something else instead, you can go for other cheaper options I'm going to show you. This will also depend on the upgrades you have or the situation you are in the game as well. I will go into it in more depth later. Then we also have the shotgun, which is the most expensive gun with a cost of around 85,000. For some people this is the best ranged weapon in the game, but with the tricks I will show you later, I would prefer going for other options. This gun doesn't have much range, it's almost a melee weapon, but it can easily kill large monsters in one shot. As you can see, the gun shoots multiple bullets, dealing 50 damage each. This gun has a huge recoil, so you should try not to fire too often. There is not much to say about this gun. I personally prefer this one over the handgun, but it's not my favorite weapon because of its high price and because you can only shoot 3 times with the full battery. So if you have a lot of money, you can give it a try. I personally prefer other options, but you can use the infinite ammo glitch to use it and one-shot monsters. Now finally, the GOAT for me is Handgun with a price of 15,000. This is the cheapest of the ranged weapons and almost the cheapest weapon at all. This Handgun can shoot 3 times and has bad accuracy, so you should be very close to the monster. This gun doesn't deal any damage, but it will stun monsters for a lot of seconds, giving you the chance to throw them into a hole, use a melee weapon or an item to hit them, or even grab monsters and slam them against the floor. It will also make the heavier monsters lighter, so you can use that to your advantage to try and throw them. This weapon is perfect if you have the strength upgrade or if you are playing with friends, because you can stun enemies and leave the monsters to attack them without even needing a weapon, just by throwing it to a hole or against the floor. This is probably the best option at the start of the game or if you don't have a lot of money, even though I personally use it almost always, because depending on the situation, as I told you, if you have friends or the upgrades, you can use this instead of any other weapon, and with the infinite ammo glitch, it's very easy to counter almost every enemy. The thing is that you need to be very close to the monster, so that's their main disadvantage. After some practice, you should be able to easily counter any monster just with this cheap weapon. So that's everything about ranged weapons. It took me some time, so I will really appreciate if you can just click the subscribe button, and I hope it was helpful. I'm also doing a lot of other guides and experiments on R.E.P.O which I'm sure you will enjoy very soon. So thanks for watching.